Everybody and their mom and their sister's cousins and their cousin's best friends, even Leroy has sensitive skin nowadays. I really do feel that everybody has sensitive skin. You need to go in and you need to work individually with somebody, ask all the questions that you want, and hopefully you walk out of there with an amazing new foundation. Hey guys, it's Tracy and sexy Leroy. Say hello. Hi. Today we're going to be sharing with you 5 Tracy tips when shopping for a new foundation. First of all, I want to just say that this is my opinion, and as a makeup artist and doing what I've been doing for a really long time, I know that the foundation category for everybody can be a bit intimidating. So with that said, I'm hoping that these 5 tips will kind of put your mind at ease and give you some great ideas when shopping for your new foundation. Tip number 1. Leave all your judgments at the door. And what I mean by that is, as a consumer, you have absolutely every right to go into a makeup store or a makeup department. You could scope that place out to find the most perfect looking makeup artist that in your mind will be able to help you out. But there are going to be those cases and those times where you go into a makeup store or department and there's going to be only a select few people that can help you out. And if that makeup artist is, not your skin tone or, aesthetically what you were looking for as a makeup artist, just put all of your judgments aside and please let that makeup artist help you. This also goes for the makeup artists that are working in the stores. When you walk through those doors for work, just know it's not about you anymore. The Tracy show is over, or, your show is over. You're going to hang up that diva hat. You're going to put the customer service hat on, and you're going to help your clients as if they know absolutely zero about makeup. Because a lot of clients that do come into the stores, don't necessarily know as much as we do. So it's not our right to judge them and to make them feel that their questions are simple or too basic or silly. Leaving the judgments at the door goes both ways. So hopefully that made sense for you guys. So tip number 2 is finding out your basic skin type, okay? And basic is the key word here, basic. Basic, I can't stress it enough, basic skin type. You're gonna determine if you're dry, oily, combination sensitive. And I know some of you that are watching, you're probably looking at me like, well, I'm not really sure what type of skincare or skin type that I am. And that's totally okay. That's one of the reasons why we're there to help you. However, it's really important that you do have somewhat of an idea of what kind of skin you have, because it's going to be one of the first questions that a makeup artist is going to ask you when matching your foundation is, what's your skin type? So you want to be prepared when that artist asks you. These are a few hints to find out what your basic skin type might be. One is if you shower and you get out of the shower and your skin feels pretty tight or taut, that means that your skin is probably more on the dehydrated or dry side. So with that said, if you are also the type of person that works a very long day and that never touches up their makeup, you look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and you look like me. Not that it's a bad thing, but what I'm trying to say is that you're not shiny, you're not overly dry, you don't feel dry, you're not flaky. That's going to mean that you're pretty normal. So you can also be on the normal side. Then on the other hand, if you're the type of person that looks at yourself, it doesn't even have to be at the end of the day. It's like noon, you're heading off to lunch and you look at yourself in the mirror and your skin is just dripping oil, or you could just wipe it right off your forehead or your nose. That's typically an oily skin type. If you have a combination of both, that means you're going to be oilier or shinier in the forehead area, down the nose, down the chin. That's what we call the T-zone area of the face. And then you're going to be a little bit drier or normal on the outside of the face. So that's more combination skin. So, it's just really important that you know your basic skin type. If you're that type of person that you put absolutely everything on your face and you have broken out every single time, it is time to go and seek out your physician or dermatologist and find out exactly what you're allergic to. Because when you go into those retail stores, I'm sorry, but we are not medical doctors, so we cannot determine what you are going to break out from or what you can be sensitive to. We can't answer that for you. So get that out of the way before even going and shopping for any type of makeup. And if you have sensitive skin, go to your dermatologist, find out what you're allergic to, then come see us. Okay, perfect. Tip 2 ties in perfectly with tip number 3. And tip number 3 is, Leroy, is make sure your skincare routine is on fleek. I think I used that word correctly. But what that means is make sure that you have already mastered your skincare routine. You are moisturizing every single day and night. You are cleaning your skin at night. And if you have not watched my Do Not Sleep in Your Makeup Ever Again video, you might want to make sure you watch that because it's an easy way to make sure you're not sleeping in your makeup at nighttime. But it's just really important that before you even go out to look for a foundation to conceal what you feel is your problem areas, you're treating that first. You are targeting those areas of problems before you even go in to look for a foundation. We don't care, what skincare routine you're on. You could be using Rodan and Fields from your best friends, or like I've said before, Olay from the drugstore, or some of your favorite products from the department store. Just get on a routine with your skincare. It's going to make everybody's experience so much better, including yours, when going out and shopping for a new foundation. So with that said, if you do have some questions about skincare and where to start to find out your skin type, what type of skincare routine you should be on, do not hesitate to email me or leave comments. I would love to talk to you guys individually about what your skincare needs are. Also help direct you to the right place to go. Okay? Awesome. Leroy's going to tell you what tip number 4 is. You ready? Tip number 4. You got to look right there, okay? Tip number 4. Know the difference between matte and satin finishes. This is a common question that I get often, and a lot of clients don't know what matte versus satin is. So I'm here to just briefly tell you the difference between a matte finish foundation and a satin or luminous finish foundation. And it's really important for you to know the difference when going out and shopping for your foundations, because again, another top question a lot of us are going to ask you before we even pick foundation for you is, what type of finish do you want in a foundation? If you're a makeup artist and you're watching this, I need you to be very patient with me, because just know, not everybody knows the difference. So I'm going to quickly tell you a few differences between the two. Okay? So matte finish is going to be more of a flat, smooth finish. There's going to be hardly any shine to your skin, typically recommended for normal to oily skin types. So the difference between a matte and then now a satin or a dewy finish is going to be more of a glow to your skin, that healthy glow we read about everywhere, or what I like to call the J-Lo glow. It's so old school to call it the J-Lo glow, but she is still rocking that glowy skin that we all love. And that's typically recommended, that type of formula, to more normal to drier skin types. However, there are no rules to makeup. Although, as artists, we want to give you the right product for your skin type. However, we want to make sure that you're getting the look that you want too. So don't hesitate to rip out a picture from a magazine that you're inspired by as far as what their foundation looks like. Just because you have dry skin doesn't mean you can't wear a matte looking foundation, or just because you have oily skin doesn't mean you can't look dewy, because as makeup artists, we can make you look whatever way you want. Sometimes it'll take a couple more steps than just throwing a foundation on. So, just keep that in mind. Say you're on the oily side, but you also want to look dewy. We are going to control that oil, but then also add products into your makeup routine to give you that luminous glow without, again, looking too shiny. So lastly, tip number 5. Tip number 5. Tip number 5. Super simple to remember. Do you, boo. And what that means, you always want to find inspiration from the internet, from social media, from the magazines, wherever you find inspiration, whatever look of makeup that you're trying to go for. But just always remember to alter that to your lifestyle and to who you are. So just because Tracy Trellis on YouTube is using Laura Mercier moisturizing foundation does not mean that it's going to work for you. What that means is that I'm opening your mind to a new foundation to go check it out, but just don't go in saying, well, so-and-so uses this and it looks great on her, and then you try it on and it doesn't look the same way, and then you hate makeup artists, or then you hate makeup products, and then you think that's a crappy product because it didn't work for you, and this, just stop. Just know that we as professionals behind the makeup counter and in these makeup stores, we are trained to help you find the perfect match and foundation, the perfect look that you want. So I think that's all. You know, that's just 5 tips for me as an artist. Make sure you like the video, leave any comments that you feel like leaving. I love to hear from you guys. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.